Kessler asked me to hold it while he adjusted some cables during a test. I could feel it pulsing, like something was inside it trying to get out. It's not right.
And everyone wants it.
That big lightning strike of yours should destroy its protective container. Then we can blow the sphere sky high.
How many lives has that thing destroyed, corrupted? I can't risk it falling into the wrong hands. But it gave me powers once before. If I use it again, it could make me twice as strong. And then no one would dare challenge me. I pick up the ray sphere and instantly feel it leeching off me, humming and crackling, growing in power. As I activate it, I think of Trish, how she died, and I swear to myself that I will never let something like that happen again. Then John rips it away, telling me I'm crazy, screaming, but it's too late. The ray sphere breaks open, creating a vortex. It tears John apart, and I run. John and the ray sphere are gone, reduced to ashes, but I got what I wanted. Yeah, that feels good.
You were right trying to use it again. That's the kind of thinking that will help you face what's coming. Maybe you're not a lost cause.
For the longest time, I wanted nothing more than to get out of this city, leave it to rot. When I was staring at the ray sphere, I realized that there's no reason for me to leave. This is my city now. I control every inch of it, and no one is going to stand in my way.
Yes, I suppose it is that time. Meet me over by the Staten building. And here we are, back where it all started. I was so worried that you weren't going to live through the blast. But you were fine. More than fine, actually.
I remember your voice now. You were there after the bomb went off.
I've always been there, Cole. Every step of your life.
Make him pay for what he's done to me. Kill him!
Your mother is ashamed of you. She lies, tells people you're a teacher. No one respects a violent. You're weak, a failure. All of this has been for nothing.
Get your hands off of him! Cole, make a run for it! I'll take care of this gas bag.
This doesn't concern you, fat man.
Ah!
No one is gonna save you this time.
You're not gonna be so glib when I ram my foot up your ass.
he never had. Did you know that? He couldn't wait for you to marry her. Rotten son of a bitch.
Kessler, reveling in my victory. And then I heard him whisper, "Trish, I love you. Please forgive me." Then he was on me, fingers digging into my face. As Kessler's secrets played out in my head, I finally began to understand. I saw his nemesis, a beast intent on extinguishing all life. In those early days, Kessler could have used his powers to stop it, but instead he fled with his family, leaving others to fend for themselves. Hunted for years, Kessler and his family watched as the rest of the world went to hell. And then it was too late. Too late to fight. Too late to save anyone. In that moment of failure and grief, he used his newest and most dangerous power. He went on a one-way trip back in time, attempting to rewrite history. Kessler seized control of the First Sons and accelerated the Ray Sphere's development. Decades spent plotting the blast, organizing the quarantine, finding me. Yet the thing that drove him forward, Kessler's sole link to the past, was a picture from his wedding day, when he married Trish, with Zeke as his best man. My brain lurched, unable to accept that Kessler and I were the same person. That he'd come back in time to mold me into the savior he failed to be, going so far as to kill the woman he loved, I loved, so that I wouldn't be tied down by emotions. No, Kessler wanted me strong, ruthless, so that when I faced the beast, I'd be capable of making impossible decisions, all for the common good. And then Kessler fell back, dead. His final message, my final message, burned into my brain. I take one last look down at myself, my future self, and turn away, the rage curdling inside. I hate everything about Kessler, but when the time comes, I will be ready. Because of me, Empire City is a wasteland. I've taken this place down notch by notch, and it's never getting up again. Kessler thought he was preparing me to face some beast, that I'd be using my powers for the greater good. What an idiot. These powers are only good for one thing, letting me take what I want, when I want. In a place with no law, the strong take what they want, and the weak are their slaves, their playthings. And no one is stronger than me.